Building your author brand. How early is too early to make an author account when your book won't be published for another year? The truth is it's never too early, because in reality, the period of time between you signing with your publisher and your book being published can take up to 2 years. I signed with my publisher in 2019 and my debut crime novel, The Jigsaw Man, wasn't published until February 2021. So in that 2-year period, I worked on building my brand. Because you as an author, there are 2 sides to you. The first is the creative side of writing books, and the second is the author as a business. And yes, whether you like it or not, we are a business and our product is our books, and we all want to be bestsellers. So we need to build our author brand because 1, as I said, we're in the business of selling books. 2, we need to be discovered by new readers. And 3, we need to maintain our audience. So how do we build our brand? The first step is to claim your name. Your readers need to find you. Word of mouth is brilliant, but what's the first thing we do after we're told about a new book or even a new film or even a recipe? We go online. So you need your website. And the first step in building your website is to register your domain name. This is why I say claim your name. My domain name is very simple, www.nadinematheson.com. And registering your domain name doesn't have to be expensive. You can register your domain name for as little as 79 pence or 99 cents for the first year. This is usually your special offer. After that, you'll have to pay a little bit more to renew your domain name every year. I pay on average £15 a year to renew my domain name. And once you've got your domain name, you can then build your website. You now have 2 options. You can hire a website designer. I understand it can be difficult to find one. It's normally you go buy someone recommended, or it just be expensive. So you have the second option of building the website yourself. This isn't as shocking as it sounds. You can set up an account with a website builder like Wix or WordPress or Squarespace. I built my first website on WordPress and then I transferred to Wix, and then I hired a website designer. So you have your website, you have your domain name, you have everything. What about your USP? Your USP is your unique selling point. We all have a unique selling point. We all have something that makes us stand out of the crowd. My USP is that I'm a lawyer who specialises in criminal law, and my USP forms the tagline of my website. So go to www.nadinematheson.com. You'll see my tagline, criminal lawyer to criminal author. So how do you find your USP? Let's talk about you. Do you have a particular skill set, or is there something in your background, personal or professional, that makes you stand out? What matters to you most as an author? What makes you the best person to tell your story? And don't forget that your book will also have a unique selling point. The USP of my Inspector Henley novels is that the main character, Detective Inspector Angelica Henley, is a female detective. She's a wife, she's a mother, she suffers from PTSD, and she leads cases in the serial crimes unit in South East London. Do a Google search, you won't find a female protagonist fulfilling that criteria. So now you have your website. Let's talk about mailing lists. There's not one business that doesn't use mailing lists, and you as an author need to build your mailing list. Google your favourite author, go to their website, and I guarantee that there's a subscribe box. A mailing list allows you to engage in email marketing and directly communicate with your readers. I regularly send newsletters to my readers about my latest book news and to also run exclusive giveaways. A mailing list is a cost-effective way of building and maintaining a relationship with your readers. I use an email marketing website to send newsletters to my subscribers. Most email marketing sites, for example MailChimp or Email Octopus, will have a free starter plan, which will let you send, for example, up to 10,000 emails a month to 2,500 subscribers. After this, you usually have to pay for the professional package. So why have I started talking about websites and mailing lists and USPs in this masterclass and I haven't mentioned social media yet? That's because social media platforms come and go, but your website and your mailing list, that belongs to you. No one can take your mailing list from you. Social media platforms can suddenly lock you out of your account or delete your account in an instant. I know an author who was locked out of her social media accounts for 6 months, 6 entire months. She was hacked. She couldn't access thousands of her followers. She had no access to messages that she'd received from companies who wanted to work with her. She couldn't promote her book on social media. And it was ridiculously hard trying to get through to someone, a real life person, who could help her access her accounts. But all was not lost, because she had her mailing list and she'd been working and building her mailing list for years. So she was able to continue communicating with her audience and, most importantly, promote her new book. Social media: TikTok, YouTube, Threads, X formerly known as Twitter, Snapchat, Blue Sky, LinkedIn. I'm sure I've missed some, but there are loads of social media platforms, and I understand it can be very daunting. Which one do you pick? There are so many. My advice is to pick a social media platform that suits your personality. If you're an introvert but like the idea of posting photographs of inspiring places or your current read, then Instagram might be the place for you. If you're an extrovert and like to engage with your audience, then maybe Threads or the other one might be the place for you. Or if you can lip sync really well and like creating really good videos, displaying your work, TikTok might be the place for you. But what if you don't want to be on social media? That's absolutely fine too. You don't have to be on social media. There are loads of authors, for example, Mick Herron, who wrote Slow Horses, and Zadie Smith, who are not on social media, but they do have a website. You can find them. So you've got your website, you've got your mailing list, you've got your USP, you've signed up to one or every single social media platform on the planet. What about content? What do you post? That's entirely up to you. You can post book cover reveals, you can post about your writing process, you can post about your favourite coffee shop where you like to write, you can post about book events, you can even show your Spotify playlist. Take a look at my Instagram account. My Instagram is quite varied, but it's all relevant. It's all relevant to me as an author, and most importantly to my books. So make sure when you are posting, it is relevant to yourself as an author and also your books. Now for some tips. It can be hard to put yourself out there, so start small. Select one social media platform to begin building your author brand. Be yourself. Authenticity sells. It really does. Be yourself. Do what makes you feel comfortable. And if you're struggling with content ideas, look at similar accounts. That will help you. Be consistent with your posts. Commit to posting at a minimum twice a week. You don't have to post 24/7, 7 days a week. You just don't have to. But a minimum of twice a week is good. And if you want to keep your personal life private, you can set up a social media business account. Make sure your website has all your social media links. And remember, most importantly, to always engage with your audience. That's the end of class. Send me a message or leave a comment if you have any writing questions or recommendations for a mini masterclass. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share.